Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle and was a great millstone. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. Turn, O backsliding Israel, saith the Most High, saith Yahweh, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. This video is going to be, I will take you one of a city and two of a family. I'm doing this video just to show you that the Most High doesn't deal with large numbers, or he doesn't deal with great multitudes. He deals with very small numbers because he wants to show you that he is the only living power, that he is in control of all. You know, for if you had things going in great numbers, you would get proud. Like, for instance, if if we were in a situation where the whole, as the world says, the Hebrew Israelite movement, like say we had a million members or different things like that, you know, people would think that it's a highly influential new religion or something like that. But no, you know, that we can pinpoint at one time. But no, it's not. It don't work like that. You know, the Most High works in many. He works in very small numbers, in which, you know, although Yasharallah were considered as the stars of heaven or as the sands of the sea, meaning they were innumerable, you can't count them. He brought us. He took us down and made us a small little amount of people everywhere we scattered. So it's like we're the majority, but because we're so scattered out across the planet Earth, everywhere we go, we're the minority. You know, that lessens our power. But he said he will be a little sanctuary unto us, whether he will scatter us. But once again, it's Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh, the Most High, for I am married unto you. Right, Yahweh, the Most High is our husband. And I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. And like I said, he only deals with small numbers. He deals with a remnant of people in order to show his power. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, starting at verse 6. Check this out. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High, unto Yahweh thy power. The Most High power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So he chose Israel to be near and dear, special to himself, not like anyone else on the planet Earth. Matter of fact, over any other nation of people on the planet Earth. Verse 7. The Most High did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number, meaning that, you know, just, you know, he didn't pick us, he didn't choose us because we had so many people. The Most High did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. We were the smallest amount of people out of all the people on earth. But because the Most High loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, hath the Most High brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen and the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. So, because of the promise that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and because that he chose us, because we were a special people unto him, and because he loves us, He brought us out of captivity from the Egyptians. But not because we had so many people, we were great in number, for we were actually few in number of all the people. But because he loved us, he always kept his promise. But once again, he only deals with the remnant, the small number of people. Like I said, he doesn't deal with great multitudes of people like that. This is Judges chapter 7, verse 1. Then Jerubbaal, who is Gideon, and all the people that were with him rose up early and pitched beside the well of Harod, so that the most of the Midianites were on the north side of them, by the hill of Moreh in the valley. And the Most High said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands. Lest, check this out, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, mine own hand hath saved me. And that's why he deals with small numbers, because he wants to show, the Most High will take one individual and show a multitude of people his power. That's how powerful Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is. He doesn't need a army of 1,000,000 people or thousands and thousands of people in order to defeat someone. Because the Most High will raise you up and put his power into you. Verse 3. Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from the Mount Gilead. And there return of the people 22,000. So 22,000 people returned. And there remained 10,000. So we're starting out, there were 32,000 men that were going to go and fight the Midianites. Verse 4. And the Most High said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. Bring them down unto the water, and I will try them for thee there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee, the same shall go with thee, and of whomever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. So he said he gonna bring them down to the water, and whoever I tell you gonna go with you, that's who gonna go with you. Whoever I tell you is not gonna go with you, they're not gonna go with you. Verse 5. So he brought down the people unto the water, and the Most High said unto Gideon, every one that lappeth of the water with his tongue, as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink. And the number of them that lappeth, putting their hand to their mouth, were 300 men. But all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water. They just stuck their face in the water. The ones that put their hand in the water, brought their hands out the water and sipped. They were 300. And the Most High said unto Gideon, by the 300 men that lappeth will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into thine hand, and let all the other people go, every man unto his place. So you see, he took a 32,000 men army, standing army, and brought it down to literally 300 men. That's less than 75. That's less than over half of that. Less than 75% of that left. More than 75% that he cut out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So he was gonna literally take this army of 300 men to take out a whole nation of people, the Midianites. That's powerful. That's that small number, a remnant of people whom the Most High uses. Like I say, He doesn't deal with large multitudes of people. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 9. Except the Most High of hosts, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. You see, because He could have taken the whole nation of Israel out for their sins, but He said He was going to leave a small remnant, and that's what He did. A small amount of people, a small remnant, are going to turn back to the Most High, which that's going to be the 1/3, the elect. A small remnant of people are going to turn back to Him and worship Him with their whole heart. This is Isaiah chapter 11, starting at verse 11. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set His hand again the second time to recover the remnant of His people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea," basically all over the world. "And He shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel," those are the scattered abroad, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, "and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim," meaning that finally all the tribes are going to be able to get along when He sets His hand the second time for the second exodus out of Babylon the Great, and from all the countries in which He scattered us. We will no longer be at enemies, be at adversaries, or be against our own people, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. "But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west, and they shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey." What does it say? They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab. That's for another lesson, though. That's getting into, we're going to bring them on down, and they're going to be serving us. Verse 15. "And the Most High shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. With His mighty wind shall He shake His hand over the river, and shall smite it in the seven streams, and make me go over dry side. And there shall be an highway for the remnant of His people, which shall be left from Assyria, like as it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt." So once again, only a remnant are going to be brought out of this captivity. Just a small amount of people. Now just think about this. I'm going to go back to Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. "Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Most High, saith Yahweh. For I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city, and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion." Just think about that. One of a city. Say you live in a large metro area with 6 to 10 million people, or something like that. Like in Dallas or San Antonio or Houston. Just in those states, or LA, or even New York. Think about that. It doesn't literally mean one of a city, but it's just showing you how small of a remnant is really going to be. Think about, out of all those people, if He only just saved one out of the city and two out of your whole family. that is scary. And that's why we have to, you know, we got to make sure we make our bodies a living sacrifice. We got to make sure we offering up the right sacrifice. We got to make sure we examining ourselves on a daily basis, you know, because that's what it's all about. So matter of fact, I want to close with this here. It just brought this scripture to my attention. Just brought this to mind. The Spirit just brought this to me. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, well, one of a city, two of a family, if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So, hope you was edified with that. Shalom.